We didn't plan the way we'd meet. No grand design, no destiny. Just two lost hearts in different storms, finding warmth in open arms. I wasn't looking for forever. You weren't searching for someone new. But somehow in the quiet chaos, my soul kept turning back to you. Not every love is loud or bright. Some just feel undeniably right. This is a love that chose us, not by chance, not by force. Through every doubt and every scar, it found its steady course. We didn't beg, we didn't run, we just stayed when things got tough. In a world of almost and maybes, we became a love that chose us. There were nights we almost broke, words that tremble when we spoke. But even in the deepest pain, our hearts refused to walk away. You saw my flaws without disguise, still held my hand without asking why. And in your quiet, patient trust, I learned what love was meant to be. It wasn't perfect, it wasn't fast, but it was real enough to last. This is a love that chose us through the shadows and the light. When the road was rough and steep, we didn't lose the fight. No fairy tale, no easy start, just two hearts brave enough. And somewhere in between the tears, we became a love that chose us. Maybe destiny is simple, not written in the stars above. Maybe it's waking up each day and choosing the same love. This is a love that chose us through every broken face, through silent storms and second chances, through ordinary days. If time tries to pull us apart, oh, life becomes too much, I'll still believe in what we are. Love that chose us. Not perfect, not flawless, steady and true. Out of everyone in this world, love chose me and you. The clock on the wall is counting the road, and the story we told, and the parts of our souls. I try to stay busy, I try to stay numb, but the rhythm of missing you starts to drum. It's a steady vibration, a thrum in my chest, a heart that's forgotten the meaning of rest. I've tried to turn down the volume of us, to let all the memories turn into dust, but there's a machine in the center of me, and it's playing the song that won't let me be free. Every beat calls your name like a hammer on glass. Watching the minutes and memories pass. It's a thud then a whisper, a pulse then a plea, begging for you to come back home to me. I'm a walking reminder of all that we lost, counting the pulse and then paying the cost. The world's moving on, but I'm still the same. Every beat calls your name. I went to the doctor to see if he'd hear the way that you're breathing when nobody's near. He put to my chest a cold circle of steel, but he couldn't measure the way that I feel. He says it's just physics, a valve in a vein, but I know it's just you keeping time with my pain. It's a cadence of comeback, a rhythm of why, the sound of a hello that turned to goodbye. If I could just stop it, if I could stay still, maybe I'd finally find peace on this hill. But it won't let me go, and it won't let me sleep. It's a promise of love that I'm forced to keep. Every beat calls your name like a hammer on glass. Watching the minutes and memories pass. It's a thud then a whisper, a pulse then a plea, begging for you to come back home to me. I'm a walking reminder of all that we lost, counting the pulse and then paying the cost. The world's moving on, but I'm still the same. Every beat calls your name. Your name. Your name. It's the only sound I have left, the ghost in the rhythm, the ache in the breath. Every single one, every beat calls your name. The streetlights are blurred by the mist on the glass, counting the heartbeats as the slow minutes pass. I'm memorizing the way that you lean by the door, knowing I won't get to see it no more. The silence is heavy, a weight on my chest, as we put this beautiful wreckage to rest. Don't say a word, let the quiet just stay, before the tomorrow takes it all away. I'm losing my grip, I'm losing the shore, drowning in depths I can't hide anymore. The edges are blurring, the world's turning blue, and I'm disappearing while looking at you. No rescue is coming, no stars in the skies. I'm just fading into your eyes. Your ghost is already haunting the room, while the roses we planted are starting to bloom. I'm tracing the lines of your face like a map, a prisoner falling right into the trap of a love that was golden, now turned into gray. Watching the person I was slip away, I'm losing my grip, I'm losing the shores in my shore, drowning in depths I can't hide anymore. The edges are blurring, the world's turning blue, and I'm disappearing while looking at you. No rescue is coming, no stars in the skies, I'm just fading into your eyes, fading away into the dark, into the blue, just a shadow of me looking at you, fading, 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 fading. The clouds are heavy, just like my chest. In this empty hallway, I'm a ghost at best. I watched your tail lights bleed into the grave, while the sky started crying for everything we couldn't say. I'm standing where the pavement meets the edge of us, turning all our gold into this settled down. And we're just two hearts beneath the rain, trying to wash away the permanent stain of a promise we made when the sun was high. Now we're drowning in a hello and a goodbye. The waters are rising, but I'm staying still. If the heartbreak doesn't drown me, then the silence will. I found your umbrella by the kitchen door. It doesn't feel like shelter anymore, just a skeleton of a time you kept me dry. Before you let the storm clouds fill my eyes, now every drop that hits the window pane sounds like your voice calling out my name. They say the rain is supposed to help things grow, but it's only burying the you I used to know. I'm shivering in the cold of a love gone dark, searching for a fire, but there isn't a spark. Just the rhythm of the falling, the rhythm of I'm still setting the table for two, watching the steam rise off your empty chair. The silence in the hallway sounds like you, but when I reach out there's only cold thin air. I haven't moved the boxes by the door, because moving on feels like a second goodbye. I'm still pacing circles on this hard floor, waiting for a shadow to catch my eye. The clock on the wall ran out of breath, but I'm still counting every second you've been gone. Living in the wreckage of what's left, just trying to find the courage to see the dawn. 'Cause I'm still holding on to yesterday, like a ghost afraid to leave the room. I'm memorizing every word you didn't say, and trying to make a dead rose bloom. Everyone tells me that the sky's turning blue, but I'm still waiting in the pouring rain, locked in a memory just to stay close to you. 'Cause letting go is a different kind of pain. Yeah, I'm just holding on to yesterday. The scent of your perfume is fading off the sheets. I breathe it in until my lungs start to wake. I avoid the familiar corners of these streets, afraid of the path that my heart might take. I keep your old coat draped across the couch, a heavy reminder of a warmth I used to know. Your name is a secret trapped inside my mouth. I'm desperate to scream it, but I can't let it go. They say that time is a healer, a friend, but time is just a distance I can't bridge. I'm staring at a story that's reached the end, while I'm still standing on the edge. Yeah, I'm still holding on to yesterday, like a ghost afraid to leave the room. I'm memorizing every word you didn't say, and trying to make a dead rose bloom. Everyone tells me that the sky is turning blue, but I'm still waiting in the pouring rain, locked in a memory just to stay close to you. 'Cause letting go is a different kind of pain. Yeah, yesterday was safe, yesterday you were here. And now the light is changing and the world is getting clear. But I'll stay here in the dark a little longer, holding on, just holding on to yesterday. We don't need the world to know, we don't need a grand hello. In the spaces left unsaid, our feelings gently spread. Your eyes meet mine and look away, but in that glance you choose to stay. No fireworks across the sky, just something real we can't deny. No loud confessions, no dramatic stars, just truth unfolding in the dark. In the quiet of our hearts, when no one else can see, there's a love that softly grows between you and me. No promises shouted out loud, no need to fall apart. We found each other gently in the quiet of our hearts. And we walk side by side in silence, comfort lives in our stillness. Your shoulder brushing close to mine, feels like perfect timing. I don't rush, I don't demand, I just reach and take your hand. Even if the world moves fast, this quiet love will last. No need to prove, no need to fight. We understand without the lie. In the quiet of our hearts, where fear slowly fades, there's a warmth that stays alive in every choice we've made. No spotlight, no grand design, just your heartbeat next to mine. We built something sacred in the quiet of our hearts. Maybe love isn't loud or wild, maybe it's calm and reconciled. A steady flame that doesn't burn, but keeps glowing in return. In the quiet of our hearts, we don't have to pretend. Every silence speaks of us, every moment bends. If tomorrow pulls us far apart, I'll still know where you are. You'll always live with me. In the quiet of our hearts, no noise, no fear, no need to start. Just you and me. In the quiet of our hearts. I've been walking through the cold, carrying stories never told. Every night felt twice as long, like I never quite belonged. And you looked at me that way, and the winter turned to May. In a single quiet glance, you gave my heart a second chance. No promises, no perfect lines, just something honest in your eyes. In the warmth of your eyes, I found a place to stay. All the fears I held inside slowly slipped away. I don't need the brightest stars or a sky that never cries. I see my hope forever in the warmth of your. You don't have to say a word, your silence is the loudest I've heard. When my world begins to shake, you're the calm I always take. Every scar I try to hide, you hold like every broken piece of me finally found its part. Even when the night feels long and the light begins to hide, I find my way back home in the warmth of your eyes. Oh, maybe love isn't fireworks in the sky. Maybe it's the way you look at me, like I'm worth the fight. If tomorrow fades too fast, I remember what I saw, a love that didn't need applause. In the warmth of your eyes, I found the man I want to be, stronger than my doubts before, braver than my fears could see. If the world turns cold again, I won't be surprised. I'll carry summer with me from the warmth of your eyes. Stay like this, close to me. Let me live forever in the warmth of your eyes. The coffee's getting cold on your side of the bed, and I'm still replaying every word that you said. I reach for your hand when the morning is gray, but the space where you slept is a world away. The walls are too quiet, the shadows too low. I'm humming the notes to a half-finished song. Now I'm stumbling through the dark of the house we built together, trying to find a flame in this hollow bit of weather. You were the compass, the stars in my sky. Now I'm just a ghost, watching minutes go by. The world keeps on turning, but I'm frozen in time. Just a broken heart, losing its rhythm and rhyme. I'm wandering blind, I'm losing the fight, 'cause I'm lost, so lost without your light. Your coat's on the hook, still holding your scent, a cool little ghost of where the time went. I see your reflection in the windows downtown, but it's just another stranger in a lonely crowd. They say that the healing begins with a tear, but I've cried an ocean and you're still not here. How do I breathe when the air feels like lead? How do I silence the ghost in my head? You took out the color and left me the gray. You took the tomorrow and threw it away. getting cold. The coffee's getting cold. The coffee's getting cold. The coffee's getting cold. The coffee's getting cold on your side of the bed. Oh, the coffee's getting cold. The coffee's getting cold. I remember when the world was neon bright. Every shadow washed away in gold. You were the prism catching every light. A story that my heartbeat always told. But now the palace starting to decay. The edges of the frame are turning cold. I'm watching every pigment bleed to gray as the hands of time begin to take their hold. I try to mix the memories in my head to find the glow that used to fill this space. But I'm left with shades of hollow blue instead, while I'm tracing every line upon your face. Now I'm losing the color of your love. It's fading like a sunset in the rearview mirror. I'm reaching for the heaven up above, just to see the silver lining a little clearer. It used to be a fire, a violet red. Now it's just a ghost of what we knew. I'm sleeping in a monochrome bed, trying to remember the hue, the color of your love. Your laughter used to sound like summer green, like Sunday mornings in the scent of rain. Now it's a static image on a screen, a muted frequency that plays back pain. I've got 1,000 pictures in a drawer, but the saturation's leaking through the floor. I don't recognize a person anymore who saw the world through the eyes of us before. Paint me a light, tell me it's vivid, tell me the spark isn't buried in dust. The canvas is blank and I'm losing my spirit, watching the iron turning to rust. Yeah, I'm losing the color of your love. It's fading like a sunset in the rearview mirror. I'm reaching for the heaven up above, just to see the silver lining a little clearer. It used to be a fire, a violet red. Now it's just a ghost of what we knew. I'm sleeping in a monochrome bed, trying to remember the hue, the color of your love. Black and white, it's all that's left tonight. Just a charcoal sketch of a memory. I'm losing the light. I'm losing the color of you. wasn't fireworks in the sky, no grand confession, no perfect line. Just a quiet afternoon, sunlight falling in your room. You laughed at something small I said, brushed your hair back from your face. And in that simple moment there, my heart had found its place. No thunder, no sudden view, just a feeling strong and true. That was the day I knew it was you, the one my heart would always choose. Not because the world stood still, but because my restless heart did too. In the calm of your gentle eyes, in the way your hand fit mine, that was the day I knew it was you. We didn't say forever then, didn't make a master plan, but something in the way you stayed made me understand. I met 1,000 passing lights, heard sweet words that didn't last, but with you, even silence felt like coming home at last. No promises carved in stone, just the truth my heart had known. That was the day I knew it was you, the one my soul was reaching to. Not in loud dramatic ways, but in the small things that you do. In every quiet breath we share, in every honest look. That was the day I knew it was you. Maybe love doesn't shout your name, maybe it whispers soft and plain. It doesn't rush, it doesn't prove, it simply feels like true. And if tomorrow fades away, or time begins to move, I'll remember that gentle day my heart finally knew. That was the day I knew it was you. Through every doubt, through every fear, not because you promised me, but because you were already here. In the peace I'd never known, in the warmth I never outgrew. That was the day I knew it was you. No fireworks, no shining view, just a quiet heart that finally knew. I've walked away from love before, closed my heart, locked every door, told myself I'd never fall, never need someone at all. But then you looked at me that way, like you saw the words I couldn't say, and somehow without asking me to, you made me want to. You don't beg, you don't chase, you just give me quiet space. Just the way you make me stay, without telling me I have to. The way you hold my broken parts, like they're beautiful to you. I was always scared of love, something in your gentle touch. It's the way you make me stay. You don't promise perfect days. You don't need dramatic ways. It's in the silence that we share. Know and let you care. When my doubts begin to rise, you don't fight, you don't criticize. You just stand there by my side and calm the storm inside. You don't force my heart to choose. You just give me nothing to lose. It's the way you make me stay when my world feels unsure. The way your voice says my name makes my restless heart feel pure. I was always halfway gone, was 1 foot out the door. But it's something in your steady love makes me stay for more. Maybe love isn't holding tight. Maybe it's giving room to breathe. You never tried to cage my heart, and that's what made me believe. It's the way you make me stay, even when I'm afraid. The way you see the worst in me and choose me anyway. I don't need forever promised. I don't need words to say. I just know my heart is safe in the way you make me stay. No chains, no fear, no games to play. Just a love so quiet and strong, it makes me stay. I've been a stranger to my own heart, running in circles in the dark. Every place I tried to stay never felt like it would have made. Then you came without a sound, turned my lost world upside down. In your arms I finally know what it means to let go. You don't have to say too much, I feel it in your touch. When love feels like home, you don't have to hide your scars. You don't have to walk alone. You don't have to chase the stars. In your quiet, steady light, I found where I belong. When love feels like home, you're where my heart is strong. I've known nights that wouldn't end, smiles that I had to pretend, but you see the truth in me. Even the parts I can't believe, you don't fix what's torn apart. You just stay and hold my heart, and somehow in your gentle way, you make the fear fade away. I don't need a perfect view, as long as I'm with you. When love feels like home, you don't question if it's real. Every broken piece inside finally starts to heal. In your quiet, steady grace, I found my resting place. When love feels like home, I see forever in your face. Maybe home isn't a place on a map, maybe it's where The world can be a restless place, crowded rooms, unfamiliar faces. But when you're standing next to me, everything feels easy. I don't need the loudest light or fireworks in the night. All I need is something true, a simple touch of you. No words, no grand design, just your fingers wrapped in mine. When our hands find each other, the noise begins to fade. Every fear inside my heart slowly drifts away. I don't need to understand where tomorrow goes. When our hands find each other, that's when I feel home. We walk through doubt and broken days, through silent nights and separate ways. But somehow in the darkest hour, your touch gives me power. Even when we disagree, you still reach out for me. And in that quiet, simple sign, I know your heart is mine. We don't have to say a thing. Love is in the way we cling. When our hands find each other, the distance disappears. All the weight I used to carry melts away from here. I don't need a perfect plan or promises untold. When our hands find each other, I know I won't let go. Maybe love is not in words or in diamonds, rings or pearls. Maybe love is smaller than that, a touch that says I've got your back. If one day the lights go dim and the world feels paper thin, just reach for me like you always do. I'll be reaching too. When our hands find each other, through every storm we face, even time can't pull apart what we gently embrace. I don't fear the unknown road as long as you are near. When our hands find each other, there's nothing left to fear. No spotlight, no grand show, just your hand in mine. And I know, and I know. I still haven't moved the coffee cup, the one you left by the kitchen sink. I'm scared if I wash the ceramic clean, I'll lose the last of us in a blink. The clock on the wall ran out of breath at 4:15 on a Tuesday night. The moment you turned that heavy handle and walked right out of the light. And now I'm living in the echo a door that's always closing, in a house that feels like a museum of a life that we were composing. The world keeps spinning in circles, but I'm trapped in the winter chill. Back to the second my heart stopped beating, back when time stood still. Your ghost is sitting in the passenger seat. I still drive slow past our favorite park. I'm memorizing the shadows we made before the sky decided to go dark. They say that the seasons are supposed to change, that the leaves will fall and the grass will grow, but I'm still wearing your oversized sweater in a June that feels like snow. Is it lonely where you are? Or did you find a brand new watch to wear? Does it tick for someone different? Does it tell you that you're finally there? Because I'm frozen in the hallway, holding on to a fading thrill, while the rest of the world gets older. I'm staying where time stood still. 4:15, the silence is so loud. The dust is settling on your side of the bed. I'm not moving, I'm never moving. I'll just wait for you here, where time stood still. The world gets loud inside my head, voices I wish I never said. Days feel heavy on my chest, like I fought out of rest. But then you reach for me so slow, no need for words, you just know. Your fingers trace away the fear, and suddenly the sky is clear. You don't ask what's breaking me, you just stay until I breathe. When your touch calms me, all the noise fades away. Every doubt inside my heart doesn't know how to stay. I don't need the world to change, I just need your hand in mine. When your touch calms me, everything feels fine. I've built my walls a little high, learned to hide what's deep inside, but you see through every door like you've been here before. Even silence feels so warm, safe within your arms. You don't try to make me strong, you just love me as I am. You don't promise endless days, you just stay in quiet ways. When your touch calms me, I forget the fear of falling. Even when the night is cold, your warmth is softly calling. I don't need forever loud, I don't need a shining sea. When your touch calls me, that's enough for me. Maybe love isn't grand or bright, is to stand through every storm that comes our way, through every uncertain sea. When your touch calls me, you're home to me. Stay close, don't let go. You're quiet, gentle hold. When your touch calms me, my restless heart is whole. We didn't rush, we didn't run. No fireworks, no sudden sun. It's quiet nights and holding hands, learning love without demand. You looked at me like time could wait, like hearts don't need a race. In simple talks and coffee steam, we built more than a dream. No grand promises, no golden rings, just steady hearts and little things. This is where forever grows slowly, in the calm between your arms. Not in moments loud and lonely, but in quiet, steady warmth. I don't need the world to show me what I already know. Forever grows slowly, and it's growing here with you. Yeah. We've had days that felt unsure, words that left our hearts sore. But even when the silence stayed, we never walked away. Love isn't perfect, love is real. It bends but doesn't break. Every scar and every tear is a promise that we made. Yeah, yeah. Not every love burns bright and fast. Some are built to truly last. This is where forever grows slowly, in late night talks and morning light. In the way you always hold me when nothing's going right. I don't need forever loudly, I just need you close to me. Forever grows slowly, like roots beneath the tree. Yeah, maybe forever, maybe it's choosing love each day. Through every doubt, through every fear, you're the reason I'm still here. This is where forever grows slowly, not in rush, not in show, but in every time you know me, still refuse to let me go. If tomorrow comes and finds me lost in what I couldn't see, I remember where love showed me how forever grows slowly. No hurry, no end in sight, just your hand in mine, and a lifetime growing right. I'm still tracing the outlines of where you used to lie, watching the dust dance in the light of a faded October sky. The house is a hollow shell, every hallway echoes your name. And I'm just a ghost in this kitchen, trying to fan a dying flame. I memorize the silence, it's the loudest thing I know. Trying to learn the art of finally letting go. So I'm driving through the dark, chasing the taillights of the past, wondering how something built for forever could ever break so fast. I'm looking for a sanctuary, a place to hide the pain, beyond the reach of the wreckage and the cold, relentless rain. Just tell me where the shadows end and the healing can begin. I'm looking for where my heart feels safe enough to beat again. The pictures are still on the mantle, frozen in a better year, before the words got heavy and the promises started to disappear. I saw your car at the light today, and I forgot how to breathe. It's a cruel kind of gravity, this way you won't let me leave. They say time is a surgeon, but the scars are all I see. I'm tired of being the version of us that's left with only me. I wanna go back to the morning, before we knew how to lie, before I love you sounded like a long and slow goodbye. So I'm driving through the dark, chasing the taillights of the past, wondering how something built for forever could ever break so fast. I'm looking for a sanctuary, a place to hide the pain, beyond the reach of the wreckage and the cold, relentless rain. Just tell me where the shadows end and the healing can begin. I'm looking for where my heart feels safe enough to beat again. Where does it go, the love that has no place to land? It's just salt in the water and shifting, sinking sand. I'm still looking for the light, for where my heart feels safe again. Just safe again. The tea is cold, the room is still. I'm leaning on this windowsill, watching shadows stretch across the floor, tracing steps that don't lead to the door. You spoke of always like a sacred vow, but always feels like never to me now. Now they're just whispers of a broken promise, echoing in the space you left behind. You said the world could never come between us, but you're the ghost I can't quiet breath. The word you didn't keep is the only thing that haunts me while I sleep. I kept your secrets like a silver key, but you locked the light away from me. Every I love you was a soft disguise for the farewell growing in your eyes. I'm listening to the wind against the glass, waiting for these hollow sounds to pass. You didn't scream, you didn't even fight, you just drifted like a candle in the night. And now the silence is the loudest thing I hear, the sound of everything we held so dear. Just whispers fading in the dark, a broken promise leaving its mark softly gone. I was sinking in the grave of a city rain, trading my hope for a little less pain. Walking with my head down, counting the stones, building a kingdom of being alone. And you caught my eye from across the street, a momentary spark in the midday heat. And the heavy clouds started pulling apart just from the light you held in your heart. I was a ghost in my own skin, losing the fight I was buried in. But you reached through the dark and you set me free. The day that your smile saved me, yeah, it pulled me up from the undertow, gave me a reason to finally know that there's still some beauty I'm meant to see. The day that your smile saved me. It wasn't a sermon or grand design, just a curve of your lips that felt like a sign that I didn't have to carry the weight of the world in the quietest flag that you ever unfurl. Now the shadows don't feel quite as long as they were. The edges of lonely are starting to blur. I'm learning to breathe in the oxygen now. You showed me the why and you showed me the how. It didn't take words, it didn't take gold to fix all the pieces that felt so old. Just a flicker of kindness, a soft silver lining. The stars in your eyes were perfectly timed, and I'm finally home. The coffee's gone cold on the edge of the night. I'm still chasing shadows and dodging the light. I reach for your hand in the space where you slept, but found only secrets the floorboards have kept. The house is a museum of things we once said. Now they're just echoes inside of my head. I've learned how to breathe without catching my breath in this quiet that feels like a slow living death. I'm screaming your name with my lips tightly sealed, waiting for wounds that refuse to be healed. And oh, I still hear your voice in my silence, like a ghost in the static. A beautiful violence, it's the hum in the hallway, the ring in my ears, the melody drowning the weight of the years. I'm deaf to the world, but I'm tuned to the pain of hearing you call me through soft falling rain. You're the only sound left that I'm trying to find, the ghost of your voice in the hush of my mind. The neighbors are talking, the city is loud, but I'm just a face getting lost in the crowd, because none of their words have the rhythm of yours. They don't open windows, they only shut doors. I've memorized every I love you you spoke, until the weight of the memory finally broke. Sometimes I stopped in the middle of the street, thinking I heard you, a heart skipping beat, but it's just the wind or a stranger's low sigh, a cruel little trick of a world gone dry. Why won't you fade like the rest of the light? Why are you loudest in the dead of the night? Years.